Why, hello there, and welcome to another Dyrus vlog. Today is Thursday, but I'm just gonna do these vlogs whenever it looks like it's falling down on the Reddit thread thing for the forum. And there's a few, I guess there's just about like five this time. So, question number one. How do you describe your life as a professional gamer to older generations and to people who just don't get gaming? Even and then in the older generations, there was like Pac-Man and arcades, and there's stories where my dad would cut down trees to like sell it, like sell trees for like coins, and you just go to the arcade. Well, for the even older generations, um, there's some like really, really old people that still love games. Like a long time ago, I read like one of the gaming magazines, and this grandma just has tons of games and she's just crazy over the games. Ugh, her vocabulary. She's just crazy over games, and she just swears a lot. So for the ones that don't get gaming, they were brought up differently, and some of them haven't discovered it probably either, or they're probably like more into like business and their way of life is different. Like let's say we're in some suburb area of like I don't know. Actually, I have no idea, honestly. Um, Describing my life as a professional gamer to those people is just saying the easiest way to tell them, or like anyone, is just I help work on a website, or I get paid to quote unquote teach people how to play games. Since there's so many people, it's kind of like it's like an unreliable profession because not everyone's gonna like whatever game. But since there's a lot of people that like a game, I can teach it. It's like getting good at like, let's say you're like really good at basketball or something, and you're in the NBA. You can teach anyone because you're in the NBA. You can tell them what they're doing wrong. That's kind of something like that. But then for the ones that don't really accept it at all, it's just like you're just explaining it to them logically. If they don't accept it, then that's just their own opinion. Question number two. Which champions would you consider sleeper OP at the moment for future in season 3? Any role applies. Mundo. And Mundo top. Yeah, there's like it's just Mundo, dude. You don't simply kill Mundo. Just don't happen. No one just plays Mundo top, but I wouldn't mind playing Mundo top. Hmm. Then there's Singed, and for everything else, not too sure. It's gonna be like whatever champions you like and whatever comes up in the tournaments. We'll see. I still have my secret stuff, so don't want to really tell everyone. Although not everyone watches this. What do you believe the low dream team would be? Um, if we're regarding entire like the entire world, then we're just going with the best players. Like for top laners, I'd probably take between Macnoon, Reaper, or Stanley. If we're going off performances too. For middle lane, I'd probably take Toys or Rapid Star. And not only performance, but off of like rankings and consistent like consistently proving themselves. Like nobody would ever get such a beastly KD ratio like Toys has. That's why it's like one of those people where you just have to pick them. For 80 carry, probably. hmm, It's hard to say because there's some 80 carries that make calls for the teams, like WE. Apparently, their 80 carry makes calls. Um, it's honestly the combination between the 80 carry and the support. I really, really, really don't know for that at all. It's really hard because all of the bot laners are like really, really like close in skill at their best. If they're all playing their best, it's like holy shit, you can't even put that on a dream team. For jungling, you can tell the jungler's good when they use their resources a lot. For junglers, it's just whoever like it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. You can only judge it by counter ganks and like being in the right place at the right time or hitting the smites. And for that, I don't have a person on my mind for that. So it's undecided for jungle and bot lane for me. But for top and mid, it's easy for them to stand out. um, that's just how I feel about it right now. Um, like thinking off the top of my head. It's not really thought out or anything. So that's how I feel about that. How did I come up with my name? I've said this many times, but I'll just explain it again and again and again. Um, I need a too long didn't listen version. It started with Deaths of Pain, went to Teaser Dies a lot, and then there's like names from Cyrus from like Counter Strike and Osiris from Ragnarok Online, the Mummy guy, and then I thought of Dyrus because Teaser dies a lot. Dyrus, wah. It makes so much sense. Um, what is my opinion on the recent remake of Epic Gamer Rank 5s? They can very easily make it to the top spots, like without trying. And I know this because I was on their team. These are players that have been around forever. Dan Din, he always takes so much flame. Like people forgot, but back then he took so much flame for mistakes that wasn't even his own fault. He's a very, very innovative player, and it just doesn't get innovated because like the people on the team are like, oh, you can't play this Heimer mid. We we gave him that Heimer mid when he did jungle and I would jungle. Like we can do those things. Um, and for other players, there's like Westeros is going to be able to perform again, like at his best, because he has like less pressure on him too. Because that's the background where we came from. We had no pressure. We literally say what we want, do what we want in Epic Gamer. It's a very, very casual, like high level of play team. Now, the only problem is going to be teamwork, but I'm sure that from like all this time and all the things they've watched, I'm sure that um, they could get their teamwork together. Seeing like it depends how much they want it. Um, Salsi has always been a mid player. He's been exposed to top lane too, so now he has like more like insight in terms of that. Um, who else is there? I'm curious how they're gonna like Westeros and Westeros and Sauce gonna be top. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone. I like looked at it, but everyone's like, "Oh my God, the remake of Epic's back." When I think of Epic, it's like I think of me, but I'm not on that team anymore. It's really cool seeing stuff like that coming back together. Oh yeah, Pure Golden Boy. Um, he's still there. Let me see. Honestly, I have no idea where this thread is, but I think it's great that they got back together. I'm actually quite happy. I'm happy that they're doing something with their abilities of like League of Legends. It's it's very cool to see like one of the teams that I grew up with in the game, back in the game, and they can innovate whatever they want easily. Um, they just have to they just want it and they can make it there. Um, as for how far they go, we'll see how they do. Who knows? They can still like beat teams, like lots of teams, just by bringing out unknown presence because no one's gonna research them other than like from the past until they like win a tournament or they like are like, who are these people? We've never seen them. They've been off the radar. The element of surprise is usually what wins a lot of other teams' events. So yeah, that's my 5 questions for this vlog. Wow, this is long. I'm gonna have to shorten these in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching, and bye.